What's going on, everybody? Y'all hit that like button on the way in. See, we got what, three, four people in already. I see you, big dog. What's going on, everybody? Hey, how many cars you do today, Sporties? True. Exactly. So right. And I'm at that fork in the road. Three fulls, two tractor tray interiors, with help, of course. Okay. Yeah, man. I end up doing, man. After I got done with that tree trimming, man, I end up doing 7 yards, man. So I did 8 jobs today. I went on started on one, not 1 yard I was supposed to do tomorrow today. What's going on, everybody? See, we got 7 people in, man. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, that sounds like a good day, Sporty. My girl got tomorrow's stat. House at 7:30, man. Three standards. Largest she need, two fulls. My God, as long as she gets to feel the wrath for setting up sun up to sundown. Yup. Wow, that's a beautiful thing, man. Tomorrow, 7 a.m. Three standards, large SUV, then two fulls. Damn. Oh, oh. What's going on, James? What's up, man? Man, we've been working, man. We've been around. I went live yesterday, James. I guess you missed it. Man, I've been so backed up with jobs I had to complete, like tree trimming, bush trimming, gutter cleaning. Like I just got so behind, so I hadn't had time. I've been shooting footage. I got footage, but I just hadn't had time to edit it. So I've been out here. I just hadn't been able to hop on YouTube as much. But I got some free time, so I decided to hop on here. Quality over quantity decision must be made at the fork in the road when leveling up. And that's so true, Sporty. That's where I'm at right now. When I first started uh, in this business, and it more pertains to, well, it's my entire business. But what happened is, as you guys know, if y'all follow me, when I first started, I had my prices low, and I had them low for many reasons. One was confidence level. Another one was I was trying to get people to get excited and purchase a service. Um, and also lack of knowledge. I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't know everything, and I don't pretend to. But so my prices were low, which means that I started getting a lot of customers. And I picked up, during this time, I've been picking up clients along the way, and but I've been picking up a lot of customers. People come by, can you give me an estimate? I give them an estimate. I give them a price. They're cool with it. I got another lawn. So this year, it got to the point where I had so many lawns that I couldn't even get to my clients. I couldn't get to my clients that, I mean, I was more than lawns, but that was all I was able to do. But I wasn't able to, clean their gutters, trim their bushes, because my day would be so stacked of just cutting grass. And it just got to a point, like Sporty said, the fork in the road. It just got to a point where I had to make a decision, and I had to start letting people go. And I started to realize that I don't want every customer. I had a customer for I had a customer ever since 2013, and he um and I dealt with him like the first year I dealt with him. Everything was cool. I trimmed bushes, I laid pine straw, I put down uh, herbicides, weed control, stuff like that. And then the next year, he didn't want to get any of that stuff. He didn't even want to get his bushes trimmed. He just wanted it cut. And then one day he sends me a text message, or he might have called me. He called me and he was wanting to lower the price because I told him that I was telling him that he needs to go from every 2 weeks to every 10 days. So he goes, so he agreed to go there every 10 days, but he wanted to drop the price. So I had him at $40. He dropped the price to he wanted to drop the price to 35. Now he has a small yard. And at the time, all I was looking at was the money. Like it don't take long to cut his yard. It's $35, whatever. So his crepe myrtles, he had a birch tree in the front yard, crepe myrtles, bushes. They were growing out of whack. And he would just get like the small little shrubs trim, but he wouldn't get the crepe myrtles trim and he wouldn't get the birch tree trim. And I noticed it growing up. And I'm like, I'm texting him, I'm like, hey man, these trees starting to get out of control. Let's go ahead and get them done now so they won't get too bad. And he asked me a price. I gave him a price. And, he never got back with me. So, years going by, seasons are going by. This stuff is growing up, growing. I guess it got to the point where the HOA told him that he had to get it cut. So he called me and asked me how much would I charge him. And the price went up, of course, because he let it get out of hand. And so he was like, oh, okay. So I guess he shopped around. One day I come to cut the yard, all that stuff was cut back. So I knew that he found somebody for a cheaper price. So, years ago by, and he would never call me or text me for a car wash or detail or anything. But if I ran a special, he would get a wash. I would wash his wife's car. He would never get a wash unless I ran a special. So I just started to realize that this guy's cheap. Either he's cheap or he feels like, well, I'm gonna shop around and get the best price. That's a customer I don't want. I don't want that customer. Okay, so a few days ago, maybe a week ago, he texts me and he said, no, he calls me and he says, yeah, my nephew, he's getting into the business, and I want to give him a shot. So we're gonna let him do it. We'll just let you, keep doing the cars, which I don't even do the cars either, because he waits till I run a special, which I hadn't run a special for car for detailing in about at least 2 years. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I honestly believe that this guy, I don't think it's his nephew. I think that he actually found somebody that would give him a cheaper price. Right. He found somebody to give him a cheaper price. He found somebody that would do it for 30 and he went with that person, which is fine. But I learned something by that. I don't want that type of customer. I mean, some people love those type of customers. They stack them up at the beginning of the season. Then those customers fall off at the end of the season. They just keep doing it season after season after season. I don't want those type of customers. I want the customers that are going to want to get the bushes trimmed, that are want to get the house pressure washed, that may be interested in the detail, uh, surface cleaning, weed control, you know, all kind of stuff. That's the customers that I want. Now I also have clients that's been with me since day one, and they always calling me for something, or there's always something that needs to be done. Whether there's a tree that needs to be trimmed up, lift the skirts up on the tree, or some bushes need to be trimmed, flowers need to be planted, pine straw. It's always something. At least once a month, I do something other than mowing the grass. And it got to a point where I was telling them, I'll do it this day, I'll do it that day. Like I was putting it off because I had so many lawns. And just like I hadn't really been making videos because I've been so busy, man. I've been slam packed. And then if it rains, I'm just behind. So it got to a point, man. It got to a point, man, that I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna finna let some people go. And what I did was everybody that kind of was like that first guy that I just talked about, I let him go. And what's crazy about it is that is that I've been getting people that's calling me, my customers, my longtime loyal customers and my clients. They're calling me, hey, like today I just did a tree, I just trimmed a few limbs off a tree real quick, 140 bucks. The guy across the street from me, I'm he got a big mound of sand dumped in his yard. He wants me to fill in the holes, and he pay whatever I say. And I'm like, why am I chasing these cheap folks that don't want to, they really don't want your services. They need it badly because they can't do it or they don't have time to do it. And they really don't want to pay nobody to do it, but they have no other choice. It's kind of like it's kind of like car insurance. you know, you don't really want to pay it, but you got to because God forbid you have an accident. You got now you have to now you're out of pocket. So I mean you can pay that insurance for years and never have an accident, but you need it. So I think that's how they look at those type of customers look at me. And I've gone up. If you look at my website, I've gone up on my detail packages. I even gone up on my basic wash. And so now my basic wash is called a basic detail. And I mean I'm to the point now I don't care. And, I'm still getting it in. I'm still sun up to sundown, but I'm getting the right price now. You know, whatever I tell my clients, they don't argue. They don't try to talk me down. I had a guy that lives around the corner from me. Every time he wants something, he needs something, he'll say, "Hey, can you clean my gutters?" And I give him a price. He wants to negotiate and talk it down. And I was like, well, he's my neighbor. It's right down the street. What the hell? I'll do it for the price that he's talked me down to. We know it's cool. You live and you learn. And so for the past, I want to say 2 seasons, I've been trimming his bushes, cleaning his gutters, cleaning up leaves and everything. Well, I actually do some yards in that's next door to him, which are my longtime clients. So I was over there cutting the grass, and I saw a guy over there with a pressure washer. And so I'm like, okay, I'm looking. I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm looking, and I see like some leaves on the ground. So he had the guy to clean his gutter. The guy, must have went up there with his, with his hands and got some of it out, and then used the pressure washer to blow, to blow everything out, I guess. And so I was like, wow. And then the guy, when he saw me, he like kind of turned his head and kind of walked in the house, the owner of the house. So I'm like, okay. So like now when someone wants to negotiate, I don't want that customer. I don't want the negotiator. I don't want the customer. I don't want the customer that shops around. I don't want them because when you think you got you somebody, you think you got you some residual income. As soon as somebody come in with a lower price, they don't care, and a lot of them don't really care about quality. The shopping around customer, they don't really care about quality. Long as it gets done and it looks okay, they're fine with it. They all concerned about the price. So I just wanted to share that experience with you guys. That's what I've been going through lately. I got some things in the making right now. I got some new, possibly some new jobs I'll be getting. So it was the perfect timing for me to get rid of a lot of people, man, because I was just mowing and mowing and mowing and mowing, and I'm like, I'm looking at these people, and all they're doing is, all they want is a lawn maintenance. They just want the yard cut. The flower beds get overgrown, the bushes and everything. They don't want none of that done until it gets to the point where it's just unbearable. You can't take it no more. Then they want you to do it, and then when you give them a price, they look at you like you're crazy, and then they go get someone else to do it. So I'm like, okay, I can't deal with this anymore. So That's what I've been going through. What's going on, Brown's Lawn and Landscaping? The ones that promise you more work or will refer you to more like them. I see you, Water Smart Detailing. Osama Abdul, what's going on? As soon as you raise the prices, so wait to weed out those people out. I noticed I got better and more. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Water Smart Detailing. Water Smart. Kurt. Okay, I see you. I see you, Kurt. Yeah, man. So that's what I've been going through for the past month. It's been crazy, man. I mean, I've been all over the place. And so you know, it was a strategy that I used and the strategy worked, but the problem is where I went wrong is I stuck with that strategy too long with the lower prices. Uh, and I'm not gonna say it was the best strategy, but it worked. And it may not work for everybody, but you know, I remember the interview that I had with Sporties and the interview that I had with Miranda Detailing when they talked about Groupons and Living Social, where they was able to use that platform to get their name out there, but the prices was getting chopped drastically. Hey, Ashton. Oh man, had a good time, Viz. Man, I didn't even realize, man, we was on there 3 hours, man, total. Yeah. Browns now, I stay close to my house, exactly. Uh, I have like on my street, I have one, two, three. Wait. One, two, three, four, five. I have five on my street, and then I have people who call me to get little things done here and there. Um, the neighborhood across the way, I have one, two, three, four. I got four or five over there. Just right in my right, just in a 5 mile radius, I have about I have about 25 lawn care clients, and this little small little radius. And out of those 25, I got like 15 that are loyal loyal customers. I mean loyal clients. Like they get a lot of stuff done. They want gutter cleaning, windows, pine straw, pre-emergence, herbicides, everything, detailing. And literally, man, I could go there if I had the time. Like if I and what I'm gonna start doing is, once I get everything set up the way I want, I'm not gonna even say that, but this is what I plan. This is what I want to happen. I want to go to a house and be able to do everything. Like just show up to one house, and if they need the gutters cleaned or pressure washing or mobile detailing, I do it all at one time. And that'll be that'll be that'll be the best thing right there. Just having to be at one location and do everything, and that'd be all I do all day, and walk away with $400 or $500 or more. Nate Johnson, how are the t-shirts going? Yeah, the thing about the t-shirts is that the guy Max is 1804 Media Group. I haven't heard from him. I didn't send him any money. I didn't, but he said he was going to make the shirts. We all sent him the logos and everything, and he sent me a picture of what the shirts would look like, and I showed you guys. But I hadn't heard from him. I texted him like 2 3 days ago, and he didn't respond. So I don't know what's going on. Um, I don't know what's going on, but what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to actually just get something made myself, and I'm gonna have everybody to send me their logos to me because I haven't heard from them, so I'm gonna get that rolling right now. So here's my email address. Go ahead and everybody send me your logos. Sorry for the inconvenience, but it's partially my fault because I've been so busy that I let some time pass by where I should have been more on the ball. But now that I have let some customers go, I got a little more time, so I can definitely get this done. But this is my email address. Please send me your logos, and I'll make sure they get on the shirts. And everybody that donated, that sent me a receipt and everything, I'll make sure that you get a I'll make sure that you get a T-shirt. But that's my email address. Sporties, um, Viz, if you got a logo, go ahead. Browns, all you guys, Water Smart Detail. And I know you already sent yours. Send it to me again. James Emerson, send it. Everybody, I remembered that was on that shirt, but just go ahead and send me to that email. And I got a guy that can do a lot of stuff, man. What's going on, G Works? What's up? Hey, G Works, real fast. Send me your logo to your email, to my email. I just put it in the chat. Let me put it up there again. Yeah, and I hope my experience and the things that I put on my videos uh, and this live chat right now helps help somebody because like Sporty said earlier, you're gonna come to a fork in the road where you're gonna have to make that decision uh, because I'm driving across town back and forth here and there for 40 $50 yards, $60 yards where I got customers right here that I can go and make 150 200 in a couple of hours. And I'm putting it off. Like I got the money. Now don't get me wrong, I got the money, but I was putting it off when I could have just not worried about those customers that really don't want to pay you. If they had somebody that'll do it for free, they'll fire the hell out of you. They don't care. What's going on, Mike Buffershine? What's up? Yeah, Osama Abdul. Yeah, I got one in the making right now. I just haven't had time to finish it. I had already started the video like last month, but I just haven't had time to finish it. Yeah, but if you guys can, I put my email address up there. Just y'all send me y'all logos, and I still have the picture. I still have the picture that he sent me of the shirt and everything, but But you know how you have it to where you can download the file, but it won't come up like they got to give you permission or something like that. So he got it set up like that. Yeah, Mike, man, I've been working, man. I've been putting them hours in. Touching cash every day. And yeah, just like you said, Water Smart Detailing. Uh, yeah, when you do raise your prices, it does weed out those type of customers because when people like when I'm washing cars and people pull up and they'll be like, "Oh, you be right here every day," and I'm like, I already when they say that, I already know that they don't know what a detail or what my services entails. Like I know they don't know. I guess they just think I'm just a guy that is sitting in the parking lot waiting on somebody to ask me how much I charge. But I tell them, I mean, $30, $40 will scare them off for a car wash. That is it'll scare them off, So I tell them that price and I don't have I haven't had any problems, man. Like the other day I did three basic details, man, made almost $200. You know, so I mean, man, it's been working out great, and I will be going up on my prices again. Maybe in July or January, I'll be going up again. My group washes, I'll be going up on those prices as well. I see you. I see you, Water Smart Detailing. Yeah, but if you guys, everybody, go ahead and send me that. You say you like those cop stories. You tried the group watches, you're not successful at it. Yeah. Well, group watches ain't all what they cracked up to be. But it's a good way. It's a good way to get consistent money. Um, but you gotta be real. You gotta be real creative when you're doing them. You can do a lot of upselling and make sure you hit them with those extra filter fees. If they got dog hair or if the vehicles are extremely dirty, you're gonna have to hit them with extra fees, and that works great for me when I put a disclaimer in the email, letting them know that if the car is extra filth, clutter, mud, dog hair, all that stuff, it's gonna be it will be additional fees. So that'll let them know that they're not gonna pull up. They're not gonna pull up and get all that done for $30. It's not gonna happen. Okay, I see you, James Amerson. Oh, that's great. Yeah, yeah, man. Though, like I said, man, them group washes are not what they all cracked up to be because you know, you're charging a group rate. You're charging a group rate, and you're gonna have some people that's trying to get that cheap price. A lot of people don't realize that they're getting a luxury, that they're paying for convenience, and they think it's just like the car wash around the corner, and they don't want to pay. And then a lot of you got a lot of women that that have that have vehicles that have never been cleaned ever. Like you'll see a 2015, 16 that it hadn't been cleaned since they bought it. They might have ran it through the car wash. They didn't vacuum the inside or anything, and then when they see the email flash across the thing, they're like, "Wow!" Like, "Oh, okay. Oh, he's gonna come to me and wash my car. Oh, why not? Oh, 25, $30. Why not?" They drop it off. They'll drop it off, and you happy. You got you finna make you some money, and you open the door, and there's pandemonium in there. I started offering washes only to people that get at least a mini detail from me, and not as their first service helps me weed out the nasty cars. Yep. Yeah, that's for YouTube, man. It's not pretty like that, man. You can do a lot with a computer, all that editing, but trust me, some most you guys know I'll be out there by myself. You guys know, I'll be up there by myself, and sometimes the man it gets out of hand, man. I've been out there, I've done 10 by myself, and a few of them was filthy. So a few of them was filthy. So when I went up on the prices, and Bob, but I think the first time I did it, I didn't have a disclaimer about the extra filth and dirty vehicles and stuff like that. I think I started doing that maybe like the second or third group wash, and then I went up on the prices, and I still get a lot of cars when I go up there, but they're not as dirty. So it kind of helps me out that the car's not being dirty. My group washes are my prices are so if I charge $30 for a wash on a car, it's 30 for everybody who has cars, smaller SUVs or more, and larger SUVs even more. Right, right. That's how I do mine. How is the lawn care side of the business? Lawn care is going great, man. I had to let some people go, but it's going great. It's still my bread and butter. Yeah, yeah, like Sporty said, man, hire fast and fire faster. 94 accounts, lawn care or cars? How you say your name? Anthony Love. I don't want to destroy your name, man. Lawn care. Oh, okay. 94 accounts. That's a lot, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm just trying to get away from just, I mean, I can't get away from mowing. I'm gonna have to mow, but I want the client that, I want the accounts that they get, the mulch, the pine straw, the bush trimming, the tree trimming, um, the herbicides, weed control, all of that. So those are the type of clients I want because you make more money on those accounts, and I don't want. Matter of fact, I'll tell you, I had another client. I have another client. I still not. She's not even a client. She's a customer. She the first time I she moved into the neighborhood. I think what 2 years ago, 3 years ago. HOA community, and she lived right next door to the president of the HOA, and her yard looked like it was just looking crazy. So they told her that they're gonna that she'll get fined. She's gonna have to get that taken care of. So matter of fact, the guy that he's not the president anymore, but when he was the president, I was doing his yard, and I'm still doing his yard now. And so he recommended me to her. So she calls me. I go over there and I give her an estimate. I mean, I trimmed her bushes. I laid pine straw, cut a yard, put down weed control, pre-emerge, and all that. Now her yard was looking excellent. And then the following year, she didn't get anything done. All she wanted was her yard cut. And she would do stuff like go and just hack on the bushes and just chop them any kind of way, and then throw all the debris in the yard, all the clippings in the yard for me to pick up. And I pulled, I pulled up, I see all of the stuff. I just moved it into the flower bed, cut the yard, and sent her a bill. I guess she gets home and said, "You didn't see the clippings?" I said, "Yeah, I saw them." And I said, and I'm like, "But you didn't text me, you didn't call me. You know I'm coming to cut your yard." And you left. I know she left it in for me. I purposely did that because I'm not gonna let's go ask you. I'm not gonna do that. Like you're not gonna do me like that. We're not, I'm not gonna set a precedent where, where you try to find a way to get over. And that's what she did. That's what she was trying to do. So I told her, yeah, I'll get it up, but it's gonna be an extra charge. And so she paid the extra charge. I got it up. That was maybe last year. This year she cut the bushes and she put everything out on the curve, all the clippings on the curve, and I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, the customers that are watching me cutting this yard, they think that I did that. I don't want. That's what I'm saying. I don't want that customer. And then I cut a yard last Tuesday. I sent her. I text her. She usually after I cut it, uh, she'll drop the check off or she'll leave the check. Because she lives in the next neighborhood, like walking distance. She'll leave the check under her floor mat or she'll drop it off. Well, she's out of town. She's working out of town, and she said that she'll mail it to me. And that's been today makes it 7 days. I haven't received anything. So she looks like she's gonna get X'd. Because I mean, it's just not you're wasting my time. Like I cut a yard, I didn't get paid. That time I've been cutting that yard, that hour that I was cutting that yard, I could have been doing another job. Actually, one of my clients, one of my best clients, I just kept forgetting to clean her gutters. It got to the point where she didn't leave my check out so I could knock on the door so she can specifically ask me, when are you gonna do them? And I had to look at her and I had to be like, oh, I am so sorry. I had to tell her that I'm so sorry that I'm so busy I completely forgot. That's when I knew then that I had to let some of these people go. Sprayed about 12 yards today, man. It's good. Just did two great size mouse jobs for customers. I cut every Friday. Check out a few of my vids you guys use for this. Like how you guys get the motivation you get. Yeah, it's looking that way, man. I'm gonna eventually cut her off. Like I got another lady that, yeah, yeah, I still got the X mark walk behind. What's going on, Tolies? You right, people's choice. It's like I don't know. It's because I'm getting older. I'm just getting less patient. Well, I'm not gonna even say I'm getting patient. I just don't have patience for foolishness, just for nonsense. Just it's just a waste of my time, and you're losing. What's going on, Tolies? Big Sam Jr. I see you. Yeah, man. It's just getting to a point where I don't. It's like time is so valuable to me now. It's so like, man, growing up I wasted so much time, but now like I that Ashton sitting right here just now. That's the first time I seen my boy all day. I didn't see him this morning. By the time I woke up, he was, because he gets up early. He helps me too. He's been helping me a lot. Ashton's been helping me like he's been working with me for like 2 weeks straight, all day, every day for 2 weeks straight. He made about Ashton made over $200 working with me. Uh, but now he's in the summer camp, because he has to have a life. I can't make him work every day, but he has to have a life. But that was the first time I saw my little man when he sat right here just a while ago. That's how crazy it is. That's what I'm saying. Is time is valuable. Like I don't like my time being wasted. Because he Ashton got out the house probably about Ashton. Come here. What time did you wake up this morning?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Oh, where'd you go?
SR1.
What's SR1?
It's an enrichment camp.
It's an enrichment camp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, Ashton been working with me for like the past 2 to 3 weeks, or maybe 2 weeks. No,
3 weeks, I think.
yeah,
3 or 4
2 weeks
weeks.
straight, and then it was like then it was like a week off or 2 weeks off, and then he did a few more days. But tell him how much money you made.
I made since the summer since you started. It was at school. Like when I was in school and I started working.
In school and the summer.
Like $200, maybe even three.
Yeah. Yeah, you add in that those last 2 weeks of school. Yeah, but this the first time I seen Ashton all day. And that's what I'm saying. Like, time is so valuable. And I get frustrated when people waste my time like that. Like, I went over there, I cut your yard, and I don't have my money for that yard. I could have used that hour to do something else. And that's what frustrates me. So it's to the point where it's like, if they don't care, yeah, if they don't care, I don't care, man. So I know they don't care about my time. I care about my time. Yeah. What? But that's where I'm at right now, trying to make the transition and trying to trying to now I put in for a bid. I put in for a bid for HOA, so I hope I get it. Oh, I hope I get it.
You don't get it.
Yeah, I hope I get it. But if
God.
but yeah, I'm not, I don't like my time being wasted. And then the thing about it is, even though she lives around the corner, I still got to go around there and get my money, or make sure I'm here to get my money, or have to come back to go get the money to go and deposit it in the bank, the check or whatever. So, but I texted her today. She didn't respond. I'm not gonna text her no more. I'm not gonna even reply. She just gonna, I'm gonna do her like she do me. She just gonna come home and her grass is gonna be high. And I'll make her chase me, because I'm just not gonna do it no more, man. I'm telling you, man, I got at least, and I want to say, man, I'm gonna go with a low number. I want to say at least 15 loyal clients that keep my bills paid and some. Oh yeah, that's what it's looking like. It's yeah, it's heading there, because even before this happened, usually she's been good on paying. She's been good on paying. But it was just that little stuff, like, when she trimmed those bushes and put them in the yard for me to pick up, and then let me know. She just put it in the middle of the yard and just thought that, oh well, since I cut grass, I just want to pick up your mess that you put down there. And then she trimmed the bushes again and threw everything on the curb for the trash to pick up, and they hadn't picked it up. They done drove by. I think it's been out there for at least a week now. They hadn't even picked it up. Now I guess she didn't have it to specs, so they didn't even pick it up. So if she wants me to do it, it's going to be $50 to pick it up, to load it on my trailer, drive it to the landfill, take it off my trailer, and then drive back. She's gonna pay me $50 if she wants to do it. So I'm just saying, I'm not doing it no more. All right, Tolies. Man, thanks for dropping in, man. Yo, Tolies, before you go, this t-shirt business, the Max that was supposed to be doing the t-shirts, I haven't heard from him, so I'm gonna have to do them myself. I'm gonna have to get a guy to just actually do the shirts. So could you send me your logo to my email address? That's my email address, Totally. You can if you can send it. Appreciate you, Totally. They let their yards get overgrown and call me, and then they wonder why I have to charge them. Yeah, man. Yeah, I see you, JS Lawn Care, man. It's you know it gets to the point that you sound like a recording that you got to keep telling people the same thing, and with the same lady that I'm talking about. I had that issue with her. What she does is she stops services when grass is still growing. Like when it gets close to the fall, she'll stop services, but grass is still growing. And so the grass is growing a little bit, and then you got December when grass just pretty much stops growing. December, January. It's down south. February, March, grass starts back growing. And so February, March, then she calls you in April, but the grass is high. Then you charge her, you give her the extra charge, and then she's saying, "Why is it so high?" The reason why it was high last year and the year before that, that's the reason why. And I just be like, oh my God, I guess people just have their perception of lawn care, and they just think that it was that guy back in the day that had that push lawnmower that was walking from yard to yard with the push lawnmower, charging $5, $10, $15. Like, I guess that's how they look at it, and they just feel like you shouldn't get money. So, like I said, guys, I don't want every customer. You shouldn't want every customer, man. It just doesn't add up. You think it does, and it may for a short period of time, but after a while, you'll start seeing yourself getting burnt out, cutting a lot of yards, and it's like, man, it's not worth it. Driving from here to there, from here to there. Now, if you can get a lot of yards like today, all my yards was in a 10-mile radius, and I started at 2, and from 2 to 8, I did 7 yards. And this morning I did it, and I trimmed up a birch tree. And so I was able to do those yards because those people listen to what I say. The yards are well maintained. It takes me probably at the most 45 minutes by myself. If I have Ashton with me, 20 minutes and we're done. Right. And those slow paying, like, because like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run her off. Like, I'm gonna tell her she's gonna have to prepay, and she ain't gonna like that. That prepay, that's a good idea. I got a few clients that was slow paying. They prepay right now. Exactly. Because matter of fact, I cut a guy yard today. Now check this out. This is one of my man. If I want to say my top 10, this guy's definitely in the top 3 of my best clients ever. This guy, He doesn't want to do nothing. This guy told me that he told me whatever needs to be done, just let me know. I'll pay you. I don't want to do anything. His allergies are bad. He doesn't want to deal with none of that stuff. So he has a very, very, very small yard. When I tell you, you can literally, well, no, I ain't gonna say that, but you can't do it with a weed eater. But it's a small yard. Okay, I sent him an invoice for the entire month, and he pays it. He prepays it. All right, I finished his last cut from what he prepaid last month, and I sent him an invoice, and I put in the invoice, this is for the upcoming cycles, and I put the dates on there. I don't go back and cut his yard again until July this. No, I don't go back and cut his yard to June 22nd. Right? So he had up until the 22nd to pay it. The man paid it. I sent him the invoice. I sent him a text message saying that I've sent him the invoice. He has paid the invoice and tipped me already. He tipped every time he pays the invoice, he tips anywhere from $20 to $50. Minimum of $20. He tips before I even done anything. And I'm just saying, like, sometimes I just say to myself, am I stupid? Because I'm riding around here chasing these people, but I got clients like that. And this guy called me and say, hey, I need this past Saturday, was it this Saturday? Or last Saturday? Last Saturday, no, this past Tuesday, not this Tuesday, but last Tuesday, I trimmed his bushes, laid pine straw, and planted some flowers in his yard. But he asked me like maybe a week and a half ago to do it, and I told him, I'll get to it at this time because I had so many yards to do, which I should have just did his first. It's just I don't know, man. What's going on? Clean right, cut right. Hey, you guys go and check out the live that I did yesterday. I had Viz S and uh and clean right, cut right in the chat. We had a good conversation last night. Y'all go back and check that out, man. We talked about a lot of different things, man. Those two guys actually, those two guys actually been really networking with us, with me and Sporties, and they actually made money. Vern actually got a chance to actually work side by side with Sporties and make some money. And Clean Right Cut Right actually listened to my advice and advice of others on here, and he's been doing really well by listening to that advice. So y'all go check that video out. But guys, I'm about to get out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and holler at my little buddy. Then I'm gonna go get me something to eat. But matter of fact, I'm gonna get something to eat and go holler at my little buddy. But I gotta get up early in the morning. I have a bush trimming job. Just a few bushes, just a few shrubs, $100. And she's glad to pay. She's not even a client of mine. She's just a customer. She gets it done every year. She gets her bushes trimmed every year around the same time, around June, July. She gets them trimmed up every year around that time. So with $100, she pays it. She's so happy to pay it, and it takes me maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. And I'm sitting here chasing 40, $50, man. It's crazy. All right, man. But I'm gonna holler at you guys, man. Uh Everybody, thanks for stopping by. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. Follow me on. I haven't put anything on Snapchat in so long, but follow me on Snapchat is AA Professional, just one word, AA Professional. Uh, my What's that? I ain't forgot. I ain't said this in so long. I forgot my doggone my account. Now let me see. My my Instagram is AA Professional Services. One word. AA Professional Services. My Facebook is A&A Professional Services. So y'all guys check me out on there. I haven't posted anything in the past week or anything, but I'll be posting more now since I'm freed up some time. So what days do you get online? Uh, I don't really got a day I get online, man. I just hop on, man. You just have to make sure you click the notification, man. Click the notification bell. I understand some of y'all don't get the notification, but hey, just check out for me. I'll be dropping a video pretty soon, man. Probably try to do it in the next week or so. I actually got a full detail on there that I did on a '07 Mitsubishi Galant. Uh, I say the dirt on it was like moderate. It wasn't too bad, but you're definitely gonna see the transformation. But I'll holler at you guys, man. I'll see you on the next one, man. What about pressure and driveways? Yeah, Mike. I do driveways, and I do houses. So if you check out my videos, I think I got one on the video I did last month or the month before that. But the video that I'm putting out now, I'm pressure. I got a full detail. I'm pressure washing the house and I'm pressure washing the deck in that video. I'm gonna holler at you guys. See you guys in the future.